that the prince is not mistreating the cat, the king allows him to remain friends with it, thinking that the dragon won't get mad without a reason. Before the elder can voice his protest, an alert startles everyone as the legendary dragon appears once more in the kingdom. The terrified people wonder if their end has come, but the dragon only sits and looks around for a certain someone. Soon, the cat walks out of the palace and begins talking with the dragon. It tells the dragon that it wants to teach magic to the young prince, but he refuses, thinking it's too dangerous to hand over such a powerful magic to the unpredictable human race. However, the cat reassures him that the prince is his friend, and soon enough, the young boy runs out to meet the dragon. As the cat introduces the prince to him, the dragon recalls the familiar scene of the small cat protecting a young girl all those years ago. This softens his heart, so he agrees to discuss things with the human king. The cat smiles and thanks him, and soon, he uses a shape-shifting magic to achieve a cat form as well. In his cat form, the dragon walks into the king's chambers. The king humbly greets him as the imperial dragon, and the dragon grudgingly admits that the little prince has somehow won over his cat relative, since the cat wants to teach him magic. The dragon offers to let him stay as long as the king agrees. Hearing this, the king is shocked, since the magic used by the dragon is the strongest and most secret magic in the world. However, the dragon doesn't care for it nearly as much, explaining that anyone can learn it by talking to natural spirits. Still, the king knows that spirit magic is powerful enough to literally change the world's power balance in his kingdom's favor. He begins to thank the imperial dragon in a respectful manner, but the dragon thinks he's being too pretentious, and instead tells him to call it the cat dragon. Hearing this, the king smiles and quickly agrees. From that day, the young prince learns the secret spirit magic from the forest cat, and he passes it forward to other humans. As the years go by, whenever a king has a child, the forest cats visit the castle to befriend the new prince and teach him magic. In time, humans begin protecting the forest cats, while the cats continue sharing their precious magic with them in return. Meanwhile, the dragon continues to live in his old home, teaching magic to his descendants in the same protective way he has done all these years. While the dragon story had been going on, the mother cat was facing a challenge of her own after getting summoned by the humans. Unaware of all the dangers her children would experience, she gets summoned by a young magic student called Anne Rasa. As the confused cat appears from her magic circle, the little girl gets terrified, hoping that she won't get attacked. Her teacher is pleasantly surprised, and he tells Anne to show the mother cat around while he handles the other students. Clearly, the terrified girl doesn't want to be alone with a strange beast, but she accepts her teacher's instructions anyway. After the mother cat follows Anne to a private room, she learns that she was summoned as her familiar. Usually, it takes mages at least a few days to summon a monster, so Anne feels scared that she did something wrong by summoning one in a short time. Watching her nervous expressions, the mother cat notes that this young girl is extremely insecure despite being talented. Her heart melts at the sight of her cute face, and she decides to raise her as another one of her own children. In any case, her other children have become adults, so she doesn't mind leaving them in the forest for a while. She asks Anne for her name, and the girl responds without thinking. Realizing that the cat just spoke to her, she passes out from shock. Afterward, Anne takes the rest of her classes at school before following the mother cat for magic practice. She takes the girl to a training ground to demonstrate her magic abilities. Anne obeys and uses an ice shard spell, but her wand only produces a tiny ice pellet. Still, she feels proud that she successfully used an attack. Unfortunately, the mother cat thinks she just made her a snack, so she starts chewing on the ice. Seeing her hard work treated like a toy, Anne starts blushing beet red from embarrassment. The mother cat finally realizes how much guidance she needs, so she demonstrates a lightning spell to help her learn. Anne doesn't feel confident since she has never used a lightning spell before. To help her, the mother cat uses the spell a few more times. Anne takes note of her technique, and then she focuses hard. To her surprise, her wand actually produces a small spark. While she's overjoyed by her success, the mother cat explains that she can increase her power by chanting the spell's name. She takes her advice and chants the spell's name, which creates a powerful lightning bolt that shoots into the training wall. The happiness from this achievement causes Anne to tear up in joy. Unfortunately, happiness is often short-lived, so she has to wake up early the next day to practice again. Every day, the mother cat forces Anne to use her spells again and again. She does this because mana is like stamina, mana, so a person can increase their mana by depleting it with spells and letting it recover gradually. After a while of training the lightning spell, the mother cat asks Anne to try her ice spell again. She tries, but fails miserably again, so the mother cat tells her she's got a long way to go. At lunch, Anne's classmates are shocked to see her eat like she's been starving. In the past, the timid girl never ate more than a few bites, but now she needs the energy to replenish her depleted mana. In class, the mother cat joins Anne, so a student asks the professor if she's allowed to be there. The professor explains that he's given the cat special permission to stay, since she's well behaved and helps him with monster research. A girl behind Anne praises her talented familiar, and she admits that the mother cat is truly special. Afterward, the students head out for physical training, so the mother cat leaves the school to hunt. Although there are no common rats in the area, she finds a magic species called gem rats. The gems on these rats' foreheads contain concentrated mana, which makes a great snack for the cat. Later, after Anne comes back from her classes, the mother cat makes her train her magic again. Exhausted from her classes, the poor girl is unable to concentrate at all, so the mother cat tells her to go home and rest. Later that night, she helps Anne's professor with his monster research. He asks her how long the cat siths raise their young, so she admits that they wean off their kids much earlier than other monsters. Hearing this, the professor is surprised, so the mother cat explains that she has raised other monster species as well. Among them, she has raised many strange creatures like the winged dragon, which she cannot identify. However, most of the other creatures grew way slower than her cats, so she had to leave them before they had fully grown up. Interested by her stories, the teacher asks where she originally lived, and learns that she's from the Navis Forest. He tells the mother cat that the people of his kingdom are very familiar with the forest, since they use it as a training ground. After a short while, their discussion ends, and the mother cat leaves. The next day, she is forced to take a bath by Anne. For some reason, Anne turns into a wizarding monster in the shower, drowning the poor mother cat in hot water. The mother cat feels depressed. Anne reminds her that it's necessary to stay clean if she wants to keep attending her classes. Aside from magic training, the mother cat also accompanies Anne in the library, where she helps her study magic. Throughout her whole life, she has worked with magic beasts who always required practical care. Now, she feels pleased in the quiet study environment with her human child. A few days later, one of the students fails their summoning ritual, so their portal connects to the netherworld instead. As some hostile nether monsters pop out of the portal, the teachers rush to defeat them. Anne helps in the fight as well, frying the monsters with her newly learned Thunderbolt spell. Suddenly, a menacing demon appears from the portal, its aura far stronger than any of the previous beasts. Staring into the monster's bloodthirsty eyes, the mages start trembling in their boots from fear. All of a sudden, the mother cat starts talking to the demon as if she knows him very well. Realizing that his mom is right in front of him, the demon instantly loses all his aura points. The teachers watch, horrified, as the mother and demon talk like they're a normal family. The demon explains he was worried about her ever since she got summoned away, so he went to the forest to investigate. There, he found his adopted brother, the baby dragon, which left him even more confused. The mother cat asks if her other kids are okay, so the demon nods. He explains that they're still worried without her, but the mother cat thinks they'll do fine on their own. Then, she happily introduces the teachers to her terrifying adopted son. After a carefree introduction, she suggests turning the summoning circle into a dungeon, so the students can practice fighting against demons. The greater demon protests against her decision, saying that it'll be dangerous for the kids. To fix this, the mother cat forces him to be on guard duty so the kids can remain safe at all times. Hearing all her concerns, the demon wonders why she cares so much for the human students. At this, she reveals that she's currently raising Anne as her own child. Feeling pleased with so many children, the mom cat's two tails start wagging from happiness. In the past, she only used to have one tail, so the demon gets shocked that she has mutated into a new form. The mom cat agrees, explaining that her mana has increased after eating so many gem rats. Thinking about it, the demon figures that this mutation has only increased